guess like the first thing I was trying to remember this earlier is trying to remember how I met you. But I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like through Dave and Jen at like a party at their house.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember you were like singing like Michael Jackson at karaoke after.
Yeah.
What song was it?
So probably Billie Jean.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's like normally my go-to.
So I remember you doing that, and I was like, dude, this like guy's so cool. But like, I think you were the only one that was karaokeing, maybe. I think Jen might have been up there too.
Yeah, I don't even think we had a microphone.
Yeah.
I think I just used a
Oh,
broomstick.
was it at their house? Because I remember we went to
Oh, and then we went to the bar.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Used to be Wendy's, and then I think you were doing it again.
Yeah, I sang "Seal Kiss of the Rose."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I kind of have like a little routine with the songs I sing.
dude, just like you know them.
Yeah, so it's like I normally do 3 songs when I karaoke, and I'll start off with like it's the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby, because it's a very like slow, easy song to just kind of like warm up to, and then I'll do Hotel California.
Good one, classic.
Yeah. Everybody loves that one at a bar, you know. And then I do Seal Kiss of the Rose. It's a fun song to sing.
I don't even know what that is.
So it's like Batman Forever, the movie.
Maybe I'll try to find it and like put it.
Yeah.
Like a little clip in this video or something.
it's a good song. It's a fun song to sing. And then when I drink a lot and everybody pushes me, and then I end up singing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I remember one time we went to the bar, like everybody was forcing you. You're like, no, not this time. And Jen was like, for my birthday, please, or something.
Yeah, it's always
like,
a guilt trip.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's always a guilt trip. It's like I got to be at a certain level to sing it.
Also, I feel too, is like I don't karaoke because I can't like remember any of the songs. Like I realize they put them on the screen, but like I'm still like, you got to remember how it kind of goes.
Yeah.
But I feel like in your situation, if you do it already, like if there's a bunch of crappy people up, you'd be more inclined to be like, oh, I'm gonna jump up there. But if like you're not gonna follow like somebody good and be like, yeah, you know, probably good.
Yeah. And I tried not. I don't do it like trying to show off or anything like that. You know what I mean? Not try to one up somebody or anything. I mean, personally, I'd rather go to a bar and just hang out and watch people.
Yeah.
But I always get kind of forced into doing it.
Yeah. So I remember that, and then I remember Dave and Jen's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing you there, and then you kind of like fell off.
Yeah. So
in your like a relationship or something. So I didn't see you forever, and then I think I was looking for somebody at work, and then Jen hit me up, right?
Yeah, I just got out of the schooling.
Oh, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you were working down the hill, and then oh yeah. So then we hired you at work, and man, that was like so much fun.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't. I
guess.
It
was just chaos.
So when I was thinking about doing the podcast with you today, you remember T?
Yes, and I actually I wanted to start off by saying sorry to T because I hope him and his girlfriend she left and went to ASU. I hope that they're still together and very happy. And
yeah, so what happened was T is this like, he was like this 18-year-old kid that we had as an apprentice, and he was super like the shyest guy. We don't really know his real name, so we just had to call him T because we couldn't pronounce it, right?
It had like
Hawaiian.
It had like 7 syllables in it. It was just impossible. So he said it.
How'd you used to pronounce it? Do you remember?
I used to always say it was like Talakalak, or it was like it was something like that. But yeah,
I tried to say it like 50 times, but I always thought it was like Gakala or something.
Yeah.
Like, he would say it, and we couldn't like recognize what it was. So we always called this guy T.
T. Yeah.
But what happened was, Jeff's like a very funny guy, so T was like, well, yeah, my girlfriend went to ASU, and Jeff's like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
She's already in a relationship or something. Like, I think it was more vulgar than that probably, but
100% more. Yeah, 100% more. I mean, I remember what I told him, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, so he was pretty sad after that, but man, it was pretty funny because as soon as he said ASU, Jeff was like,
it's over.
Oh, it's over, dude.
Yeah,
she's
dude.
gone. She's back to the streets.
Yeah, she's one with the land now, you know.
Yeah, what's crazy is like I've never ever seen T ever again. Like I've never ran into him somewhere.
No, so he used to live in like Pinion Hills.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he used to live like deep out there.
Yeah, he used to like grow agave, remember?
Yeah. It was just I think about him and I'm like, I feel bad. I do, because he was very young and we just put him through the ringer. Like, remember we were working at that that DMI building.
Yeah.
And it rained, and we told him that that's what happened. Remember?
I forgot about that.
We said that the flooding was because he stepped on the ridges on the roof.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
it was just because like everything was open on there.
Man. He was like so sad.
We kept sending him back and forth to each other. I'm like, don't even talk to me. Go talk to Matt. Don't talk to me. Go talk to Jeff.
But we were like laughing at each other the whole time.
Yeah, we had it planned out because he was a couple minutes late. So we were like, all right, we're gonna mess with this dude.
And it ended up being like there was something stuck in the storm drain.
Yeah, and it
had nothing to do with us.
No,
but we just
all.
blamed it on this apprentice. Mm-hmm. He was like so sad. It was so funny.
Yeah, we kept it going for probably like a good maybe 10 minutes, pretty close to 10 minutes, and then finally I couldn't hold it anymore. I just started laughing.
Yeah, but he was cool. He wasn't like super mad, but
yeah.
And then I remember this other time. You remember when? So it was kind of. I think it was after the ASU thing. Mm-hmm. We told T to get on the dating sites.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, because he was a virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We told him, we're like, dude, you just have to get on some dating sites. Let's go on these dates with these girls.
Like she's gone. It's time for you to move on.
She's at ASU. She's gone.
Yeah.
But do you remember what he ended up doing that day?
He downloaded the Grindr.
Yeah. So we told him, we're like, he was like, what app do I download? And we're like, dude, it's Grindr.
Grindr, yeah.
So we're like sitting there at lunch just watching him, and he's downloading this app, and all of a sudden he just looks at us like, oh, what the heck, guys? It was so funny.
Yeah, because the picture after he downloaded the app and when he launched the app, the picture was like a really buff like black dude, and he was like, oh, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm still laughing about it like years later. That was the funniest thing. Just watching a whole guy download the whole thing and just being like, oh,
yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah. We messed with him a lot, but it wasn't good fun. I mean,
yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he would ever mess with us. But
remember that one dude? We cut out a little bit early. We got everything done, and he asked if he could just sit on the sidewalk to collect his 30 more minutes, like stay on the clock for 30 more minutes. Is that one dude? I was up on the scissor lift. Remember, he used to look up with his mouth open. Remember that, dude? I told him, I'm like, dude, if you keep looking at me with your mouth open, I'm gonna start throwing screws down your throat, dude. I just hit it. He's just.
Oh, was that the guy that was like had like 100 snakes?
Yeah.
And he showed up his first day without work boots, and he was in shorts. And we're like, bro, this is construction, by the way. And he showed up without work boots.
Yeah, he had no work boots, and he left to go get work boots, and then he never came back because like his car broke down or it was something like that. And then he showed up the next day. He had work boots, no tools.
Yeah.
No tools.
Yeah, and this is the people my boss would hire.
Yes, he was the king of borrowing tools.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that was funny. He would just like stare at you the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
just mouth open.
Bro, leave him alone. Why are you just staring up there?
Wide open. Mouth breather. Yeah, just wide open, staring. And I'm up at the top in the scissor lift, and I'm like, I'm gonna start throwing these self-tappers down at his throat.
I think the guy had the record for a long time. Like the fastest I fired him, it was like 3 days or something.
Yeah, he wasn't there very long.
No, it might have been a little bit longer, but
yeah,
I forgot about that.
He definitely did not make it a month.
Yeah, he was like all about raising snakes.
Yeah,
I remember that.
T was there for quite a while though. T hung out for maybe 4 months, something like that, 3 months.
But then what happened to him? Did he go to school? He was going to school for like architecture. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he came to us and was like, "Oh, just so you guys can know, I can only work 2 days a week." And we're like, "Oh, never mind."
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because he was getting more involved into the schooling.
He was doing like another class.
Right.
But yeah, then me and Jeff were working. We did like these 2 buildings right next to each other, like construction. It was me and Jeff mostly doing it all. Remember those big, those jet turbines things?
Mm-hmm.
They were like big exhaust fans of those sketchy ducks we were putting on the
outside.
outside.
Oh, dude. Sketchy.
And then also, I thought about this today too. Is like, remember the NASA rooms?
Oh yeah.
They would always call
the blast rooms.
They would always call these rooms NASA rooms, and every time Jeff would hear it, he'd be like, "They're not fucking NASA rooms." He's like, "It's just a room."
It's lit. It's a. It was almost like the siding was aluminum, and they're like, "Oh, it's supposed to contain the blast," and I'm like, "It ain't containing shit." Dude.
Yeah. Anytime they would come sell like an investor, they'd be like, "Yeah, these are the NASA rooms," and you just hear Jeff go,
"Yeah, it's not a NASA room."
But I don't know if Jeff wants to talk about this, but those rooms did destroy him a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you want to tell the story, or do you not want to?
No, I mean I don't care. It was, you know how when you're having a good time, something's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Because, dude, we were laughing. We were having a great time. It was probably like a Friday or something like that, you know. We were about to, or Thursday, because I think we worked 10s. Yeah, I went up on the top. They didn't bolt it down. And friggin' fell straight through.
Yeah.
And me and Matt made eye contact the whole way down.
It was crazy because he was just like walking, and then all of a sudden he was like, and I'm like, whoa.
Just disappeared.
But what happened was he like put his arm out to catch himself, assumingly, and just destroyed his shoulder.
Yeah.
What happened to your shoulder, by the way? Like, what was the total?
It's
like surgery and.
Yeah. So it was tore the rotator's cuff, the slap 3, which is the muscle that's on top of the shoulder, and then the bicep tendon was hanging on by like one thread.
Oh yeah, they did some like crazy surgery or something, didn't they?
Yeah, they had to go in and they did with the robot or whatever.
Oh really?
But because it was workman's comp, it took forever.
Yeah.
And so he was like, dude, the amount of bone spurs that he had to take out of the shoulder was just ridiculous.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. What's that from? Like just from growing over it?
Pretty much, just from it not being healed and me not moving it, not doing like the motion and everything like that. So it just kind of causes it to kind of freeze up.
Yeah.
And the bone spurs just kind of start to.
Well, I get that because like anytime I get hurt, they're like, "Oh, you have to like massage it." I'm like, "That shit hurts."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and rub it. It hurts.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But I mean, I get why you're supposed to do it. But for your case, you were just sitting there in a sling, right?
Well, after the surgery, yeah. I mean, I was just. I mean, I could raise my arm maybe like halfway up.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they were just pumping me with cortisone. Cortisone's pointless.
Yeah. It's just like
it's a Band-Aid, dude. That's all it is.
It's like telling a girl we'll talk later.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It never happens.
No,
like it's just a Band-Aid for a while.
And I went back to work on the cortisone shots. I tried.
Yeah.
That's when we went to the prison. I always tell everybody I was locked up in Lancaster.
Oh yeah.
You know, Jordan's like, "You were there for work." I'm like, "Still locked up." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was there for like 14 hours.
We weren't in there with the prisoners. They were in there with us.
Yeah.
So they had to watch out, you know.
Yep.
I forgot about Lancaster.
The last day that I worked was the day before my surgery.
Oh.
Because I went back.
Oh yeah, I think you left earlier or something.
Yeah, because I don't know if you remember on the drive back, dude, it was like me battling because they didn't have any of my prescriptions ready or anything like that. So I was like on the phone and sending emails and doing all kinds of stuff. But we were working in the prison, so it's not like I was able to.
No cell phones in the prison.
No cell phones, no nothing. And so yeah, I mean, but other than that, got the surgery, everything's good.
And then my boss did them dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
They pretty much just made up lies about
that.
And then I lost my best buddy at work, which kind of sucked. But and then it went downhill from there. The hiring process was real downhill, you know.
Yeah, I feel like he I always felt like Jay hired more from like his heart than he did for anything else. Like somebody could go in there and say a sob story. They could be like, "Oh man, my goldfish just died, and like I need money to buy a new one." He'd be like, "You're hired."
Yeah.
You know, he was just
like that kind of guy though. Like he was a very sympathetic type of guy.
You know? He was.
But yeah, he'd be like, you know, he'd be like, "I have 2 kids," and be like, "I didn't even have to look at your resume. You're hired."
Right. Yeah.
So, but that ended up would not always work out as.
Then that's how people show up with no work boots.
Yeah, you know, no work boots, and I swear he was in shorts or something.
Yeah, he was 100%
Shorts and
already.
No boots, like could have been in flops for all I know.
Yeah, yeah. I think he was wearing one of those the button-up shirts, like with the pinstripe ones.
Yeah,
hated that shirt, but yeah.
That shirt and him standing there with his mouth open,
just wide open.
I hate when people are staring at me too. It's just what this? Go do something else.
Right, and it wasn't that like he was just looking up and watching what I was doing. Like he was like making eye contact with and like holding the eye contact, and I'm just like, I'm like looking down. I'm just like, what?
That thing where you feel like somebody's looking at me.
Exactly.
And he's like, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you.
Right. And like when, you know, sometimes you're in the car and then like a car will come up next to you and you look over and they're like looking at you, you know, like that awkwardness. Him was just, he didn't care. There was no breaking eye contact, no nothing.
Yeah,
he was just sitting there, mouth open, and I had a pocket full of self-tappers that I was going to start freaking chucking down his throat, dude. Yeah.
Who else did you work with? That shit was funny. I think that was kind of it, huh?
Yeah, but just because
Wessel.
Yeah, that guy. That guy. There was the benefit of him was sending him in the attic.
Oh yeah, he was like a super small guy.
Yeah, he was a small guy, and we did that church. I don't know if you remember, we did that church down in Riverside.
Oh yeah.
And I had to climb down there, and like it was like 100-foot stretches, you know,
Yeah.
to go and do there. And then like the further you get down, like the tighter it gets. And I'm like, dude, this is a Wesley job right here. Like I'm not a big dude, but it's hard for me to squeeze through that. And
Oh, we ended up pulling off and letting him handle it.
yeah,
Like all the bearings and stuff.
well, I don't know if you remember.
Tell me some more stories, because I can't remember all this.
I told you when we were down there that I'm never going back up in there, and
Yeah.
I think that's why Wesley came out, because we, you know, the school, and they had like the choir and everything like that, you know, and we were kind of on a time frame with them.
Yeah.
We could work so much down there on the, you know, on the unit, and then we have a certain amount of time where we could go up.
Which I probably was mad about, because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Just shut it down.
It took us forever to do it. It was a big old chiller, I think it was.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right. And I started heading up there, and I probably got. And granted, I mean, 30 minutes to get down there. You're literally going like 30 feet. It
Yeah.
was very, very tight. And I remember I got about halfway down. I had to go to the very end for some reason. I got halfway down, and they started singing. They started doing the choir.
Oh, really?
And I had to turn around, and I had to come back. And that's when I was like, I'm not doing that again. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it took me like almost 2 hours from the time that I got there and the time to climb back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing it.
I don't even remember what that was, but I feel like I told him, like, I'm just going to cut holes in your drywall.
Yeah, I don't even really know what the job was, because it was like we tore down this chiller for nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It wasn't like, I mean, the thing was running when we got there, and it was blowing cold air. I don't know what.
I think it was like I was just bidding it or something.
No, we were there for weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were there for weeks.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And then I worked with that old guy,
Rick?
Rick. Yeah, I worked with Rick. Oh, and then we got that one dude. Remember the one dude that used to put deodorant on his face because he'd be sweating?
No.
You don't remember that guy?
No.
Yes, yeah. He was like a taller Mexican dude, and he was pretty skinny. I'm 90% sure he was on drugs.
Same job?
No. So he's the one that went next to our work. That building that I was going up there, and we were hanging the thing, and he put the self tappers into the freaking into the channel to try to hold the air handler up there.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember who that was.
I forget what his name is.
I mean, I remember, like, he was supposed to be, like, super experienced or something. Remember?
Yeah. He was supposed to. He probably came from, like...
I think he lasted, like, 4 days.
Yeah, not very long.
Oh, yeah, because it was at that place where they made turbos.
Uh-huh. And then...
Yeah. I remember he used to put deodorant on his face.
Yeah, he had freaking... In his screw caddy, he had a stick of deodorant, and when he'd start sweating, he'd put his deodorant on his face, and I'm like, dude, that guy's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's a weird dude.
Yeah, I don't...
And then we had that bigger Mexican fellow that got something in his eye screwing downwards. I don't know if you remember that, dude.
Yeah, this guy was like...
That was 2 days after I got hurt.
Yeah, it was the same job.
He got hurt.
This guy was a big dude, but he was supposed to have like 30 years experience. Yeah. But my boss told me this one time, and it's still like, it'll stick with me forever. He goes, somebody could have 30 years experience, but if they only done 1 year worth of work, it's 30 years of 1 year. So technically he's only 1 year experience, because this guy he showed up with a grocery bag full of
grocery
tools.
bag. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and this guy was supposed to be like this veteran.
Yeah, like this stellar dude that's gonna save the business.
Do you remember like I came over there and I was like checking on something. I look up there and he's laying down, screwing. Mm-hmm. Like he was laying completely flat, screwing something like that line set cover or something.
It's exactly what it was. It was line set cover. I was
like, dude, like.
Yeah, he was laying on his side like he was like.
I thought he was taking a nap, and
it's just what it looked like.
Yeah, but it was
like he was cuddling the line set.
And then yeah, so it ended up being like a couple days later he was like putting stuff on the ground and somehow got something in his eye. But then this didn't show up and never went to the doctor, and then I don't remember. That guy lasted like 2 days. Yeah,
the turnover rate was impeccable.
Yeah,
it really was. Like, I mean,
I had something to do with that. But
I mean, I was like, like I'll be there. 4 months and we're gone through like 5 guys, I'm like, dude, I'm a seasoned vet here, you
Yeah.
know?
You're like, I'm a freaking journeyman.
Yeah, like, I'm freaking ready.
But yeah, enough of work. That was just fun times.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but then we would would start golfing quite a bit.
Yeah. That's something that I do kind of miss about when I was working with you, is because we worked at 410s, right?
Yeah.
And then we would always go after. We would go in, we get our checks, we go golfing, we go bowling. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like almost every Friday.
We always had Fridays off.
Yeah, and Wesley would always be in there getting his check. He's still working. So was the old guy. I forget his name, but yeah, everybody's still in there working. We just walk in and already buzzed from playing golf. And
We're just here to pick up money. We need some money for.
Yeah, we need some money to go drink
Beers.
somewhere.
How was I to work with?
What?
How was I to work with?
At face value, it sucks, but I knew the little things that can switch you back around. Like when you were mad, there's some little things that we could bring up or talk about, or I could do, or whatever, that get you right back. You know.
But I'd probably be like, yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
Well,
not.
I'd be like, stop trying to make me fucking laugh.
I'm
mad right
it's
now.
not like it was a fairy tale story. It had its bad moments, but we got it done and we showed up the next day, and to kind of leave that day behind.
Yeah, I learned since then is I always used to put the stress of the owner on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm just here. But now that I don't work at that company, it's like, I should have never did that, because I was like, I'm just here to make money.
Yeah, you're an employee at that point.
Yeah, so I would always get super irritated when things weren't going perfectly, but it's like, dude, it's not my job.
No,
It's it's the owner's deal,
Right.
If he wants to keep hiring these grocery bag deodorant face type people, I definitely shouldn't be stressing about it. You know? So finally, towards the end when I worked there, I started getting better at it. I was like, if this is the people he's gonna hire, then
yeah,
I'm not gonna stress about it. That's just what I have to put up with.
Yeah. I mean, and when he kept it, honestly, he would hire these people to try to get us help. But if anything, it slowed us down, because when it was just me and you, dude, we were blowing through stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough when you hire people like that, because you got to watch them all day.
Right.
So then when I'm trying to design stuff, that's getting held back.
Mm-hmm.
And when that's getting held back, the job's getting held back because we don't have the proper stuff that I designed, because I was watching freaking babysitting these guys. So
Sure.
It's all a huge thing. So.
Or you're off doing that, and I'm over here working with the guy, and he's staring at me with his mouth open. And then I'm not getting anything done, because I'm like, what do you want?
But then they would come over to me and be like, what can I do? I'm like, I'm busy doing this.
Yeah, just do anything.
Go bug Jeff.
Yeah. And then they ask me, what do you need? And I'm like, I don't need anything. Just grab a broom. Yeah, yeah. Like, you want to talk to me, and I'm sitting here trying to level this 20-inch duck, dude. I'm like, I don't talk to me. I'm sorry.
I think I made that guy sweep his whole week at our company.
Yeah. He needed to. He needed to sweep. I mean, and it was not a lost cause, but he was. It's like you would tell him something, and he would just have that blank stare on his face. It's almost like he didn't want to really learn or anything. Because there is stuff that. In that line of work where you gotta actually pay attention to it, and then you get it. You know, as far as construction side, because I mean you're really meticulous when it comes to it, but it's hard. It was hard for us when there was several different construction companies coming through, and we're waiting for this person to cut a hole to do this one, and then we're trying to find something else, but we don't have the parts for that, and this and that, and it just kind of became that, especially that, and you know exactly what job I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That one was it was the song that never ends. It was always something, or they wanted to change something out. I mean, we didn't have electricity there for.
They still don't.
I don't doubt that. I really don't doubt that.
Yeah, and I think they're bankrupt now.
Probably.
But yeah, it's construction is tough. It's especially that job. It was so tough because I would have to run around the whole time. By the time I would get around the whole building to get things answered, I'd have to do it all over again, because there was always something.
Yeah,
this is changing, and the controls and all that stuff. So, The job sucked.
Yeah, but you don't got to deal with
I
it
wish you would have worked
anymore.
on the big laundry stuff, like the industrial stuff I did. It would have
Yeah.
been like a lot funner. Like,
Yeah, the only one I did was that at the prison.
yeah, that one sucked. That was
Yeah.
stupid. But like when I did the MGM in
Hmm.
Vegas, like we would have had fun doing that
Yeah.
and all that stuff. San Diego stuff was fun.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah. Anyways, enough about work.
Yeah.
I have an important question. Why don't you hunt?
Never, I mean, it wasn't a family thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody ever really, it's like, I was, same reason I don't watch hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody in the family was into it or got me into it.
What'd you do as a kid then? Like, what was it like? What was your family into?
Sports mainly, like
Like
baseball.
playing baseball?
Yeah,
Oh, you
playing
played.
baseball. Yeah, I played baseball for a long time, and then
What position?
I was pitcher.
Dang.
Yeah, pitcher.
Well, it sucks when you broke your arm.
Yeah, I throw it with this one though, so
Oh.
we're good. Yeah,
Um,
and I
Yeah.
bowl with that one too.
I tried out for baseball once in high school, and they said no, and I was like, forget this.
Yeah,
Never trying again.
they were trying to get me to play for Sultana, but I've known that head coach for a very long time. I was in little league with him, and he's just not really the good person. So he was begging me, and I just told him I'd rather not just
Yeah.
play baseball altogether.
Nice. Yeah, so my family never hunted either. I only started hunting when I was like 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so fairly. I mean, not too long ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but I can see it's like you definitely like get pushed into something you did as a kid or your family did it, you know. But
Hmm.
what'd you do like between baseball then? Like, what would you? This isn't gonna go into like segue into what you do now, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like what was like the transition. Like, so you played
So
baseball.
out of
which is
baseball, what
outdoor
did I do after
sport.
that?
Yeah, like what would your family do? Like, cause what age did you stop playing baseball?
I stopped playing baseball at about 12 years old.
12. Okay, so what would you do? Like
That
12,
transition.
12 to 18.
So that transition from baseball was go-karts.
Go karts?
Yeah.
Like like high speed go kart?
Mhm.
Like racing?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember this now.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to race go-karts. My dad owned part of the go-kart track in Apple Valley.
Oh, it's been around that long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, when I was 12, my dad took me to the go-kart track and had me get in one of like the rental carts
Yeah.
to see if I would be into it. And I spun out, and when I spun out, like just like the G forces that you feel from that spin out,
Yeah.
I was addicted from there.
So you raced that until like what age?
I raced that until I was about probably 16.
So like a 4 years.
Yeah, it was about a 4-year span, and then I started racing supermoto.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did I feel like I probably knew this at one time.
Yeah.
I just don't retain a lot of info.
Yeah.
So supermoto at the same place because they used to do it
Mm-hmm.
there. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah. So my buddy,
Which is weird because you don't even ride dirt bikes.
no, never really.
That's
I
what
mean,
it is. It's like supermoto.
it's exactly what it
street
is.
tires, yeah.
Same thing with street tires, and yeah, it was. I mean, it was fun. I kind of fell into supermoto
Yeah.
because my buddy Andre, his dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember Andre?
Forgot about Andre.
Yeah, Andre's dad owned KTM of Temecula.
Oh really?
And so they were really into supermoto. So his dad actually sponsored me as a factory KTM rider.
Oh, that's always nice.
And
Yeah.
so I would just show up and my bike would be ready and all my entries are paid and everything. And I kind of fell out of it a little bit when we went to the Long Beach Grand Prix, and it was they were trying to get me to race again, racing that. And I'm like, they wanted me to race the 525 SMR class. And dude, the people that were in that, there's no way. I'd look like a.
They race dirt bikes in that
tool.
or supermoto in that?
Mhm.
Not anymore, huh?
I don't know if they still do
I
it.
don't know if they. I don't think they do.
Yeah, it was.
Because supermoto used to be huge.
So it was.
Like
it
was
it
like
had.
they were
it-
racing in Vegas, like all over. the
yeah, it
place.
had a great run. It kind of fell off a little bit.
It's weird. It fell off.
Yeah.
I mean, I
it's-
still see it in like other countries
Mhm.
more commonly,
Yeah.
but it kind of fell off.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was something cool. It's something that I raced BMX bikes when I was way younger.
Yeah.
You know, and like I mean, it's a big jump.
Yeah.
You know.
So why do you think you fell off of supermoto? Like, here's my theory on like why a lot of people fall off. Like, so I became obsessed with hunting because I was started to get good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like anybody people do things that they're getting good at,
Right.
right? So like I feel like people that retire from something, like so say dirt bikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Endurocross, my buddies would start doing less as good.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, is that something like maybe there was like more competition coming in, so you kind of like fell out, you know? So like, because it's not fun if you're not doing good. Like if you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, it's not fun. I think like you said, the fallout of it that was kind of happening up here. You know, it's weird how it came in phases
Yeah.
at the go-kart track, because it was, you know, I want to say maybe it opened up in like 2010-ish, around that area. And then it had a pretty solid run all the way up until about like 2015. And then once the Supermoto actually really started to take place on the track, it when they would go down, the pegs would groove, you know, groove the asphalt.
Yeah.
And the go-karts, they were, I mean, just a little more than an inch off of the ground.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot of big races at that go-kart track, like IKF, which that's the International Karting Federation, that brings in anywhere between like maybe 2,000 to 5,000 racers on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big money that comes in. Those are all the big sponsored drivers and stuff like that. I always remember this little kid. His name was Gustavo, and he was 6 years old, and that was the fastest kid I've ever seen.
Jeez.
Yeah, and his dad pulled up, big old motorhome, matching trailer, you know, rolling out 7 or 8 different karts for the kid. And
Dang.
you know, and that was cool. That was cool to see.
Yeah.
I never raced in the IKF stuff because it's just a little bit more cutthroat. You know, like you don't really enjoy it that much.
Politics.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really enjoy it. And then SCUSA, which is Shifter Kart USA, they're strictly shifter karts. And so we lost IKF and we lost SCUSA. And those are big things that go in the circuit.
Oh yeah.
So losing them, the track pretty much just kind of started to go downhill. Then they started drifting cars on it.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that a lot.
Yeah. So that's actually like exclusively what it is now.
Yeah.
It's a drift track, but
And it's, you can't really race go-karts after been drifted on, or what is it?
No,
It'd just
no.
be like all hammered.
Yeah, because I mean, even the little karts, like the cadet karts, those things go anywhere between probably like 40 and 55 miles an hour. You know, and any kind of little bump.
Yeah.
You know, especially little kids don't have the best of reaction times, so if it kicks out, you know, they might just oversteer. And
Yeah, and it probably wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I feel like those companies probably went under because of like the economy at that time, like 2010.
Like SCUSA and IKF and stuff.
Yeah.
They're still going.
Oh.
Yeah, we just lost them on that track.
At this
because
track.
because of the because of all the grooves and all the asphalt. They didn't want to.
Yeah, makes sense.
When they did the asphalt there, it was they put like lime in it or whatever to try to get it to harden really quick, and then the lifespan of that is not very good. Yeah.
And then they ended up, I mean, that's like, the Angels ain't gonna come play at freaking Atalanto,
Right.
Because so
Exactly.
I feel like they're like, oh, we could go just to a better course.
Yeah, I mean, there's high school stadiums that are better, you know.
Yeah. So I was dating this girl one time, and we went on this double date with her friend. So it was me, this girl, and her friend in this truck. We went down the hill to her boyfriend's house.
Right.
And I can't remember the dude's last name, but his name was Joel, and he was like the 5-time reigning IKF champ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joel Miller.
Oh, okay.
Turner, Joel something. He was like the 5-time champ, right?
Yeah.
So we go somewhere. And
So you've seen IKF before?
Yeah.
Like it's in.
Well, because I met him.
No, I'm not. Now you know I'm not full of shit.
Yeah. So I met him, and he's racing like Formula 5 cars now.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a super cool dude. I think they ended up breaking up shortly after. So I kind of stayed in contact with him for a while. But dude, I've never been so fast on a freeway.
With him driving?
Luckily, I don't know his last name because this is incriminating evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, let me tell you, he had this BMW that was so souped up, and when we were driving down the freeway, like it was like tunnel vision. Like I could not, like everything was just like it was so fast.
Yeah.
I don't even know how fast it was. It had to be 200.
Feeling like you're outrunning the headlights.
I just I couldn't like comprehend how fast we were going.
Yeah.
Like everything was a blur. Like it was just like I blacked out. It was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are back from our sponsor break. We had some camera issues. We needed to go outside.
Yeah.
But we're back. The only thing is I don't remember what we were talking about. I think it was like talking about Joel going fast on the freeway.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the steps from moving up.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
stepping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, oh yeah, let's go back to that. So you stopped racing when you were 16.
Mm-hmm.
Then you think you kind of just like got into golf or what?
I started golfing when I was about 6 years old.
Oh dang.
My dad kind of forced, not for like
What the
forced.
fuck, dude? You're not that good. That's
Right.
kidding.
It should be a lot better.
No.
But no, my dad was kind of something for us both to do, you know. So, and we lived super close to the Hesperia golf course.
You used to fish a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
So you golfed since you were 6.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't really until I probably got about 17, 18
Yeah.
that I really started to get serious about golf.
Yeah, about the time you could drink beer.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then I fell off again.
Why'd you fall off? Like what'd you do? Like what else were you doing? Bowling?
Got into bowling. Yeah,
you kinda-
it's about when I met Jordan is when we started bowling.
Oh yeah.
And it was more of something for us to do together.
Yeah.
You know, and then, well, honestly, I mean, I guess like when me and you were working together, that was when I started to get really back into it,
Yeah.
into golf. So
'Cause
that
you
was
were
like
out, yeah.
2016
Yeah.
or so, something like that.
How old were you at that time?
Oh god, now I gotta do math.
When were
Well,
you
no,
born?
so it was, yeah, so I was about 26.
26.
Yeah,
Okay. So there's like a big gap.
26
there.
or 28,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, was in there.
But so I always ask people this. So like always try to see like the outdoor sports transition.
Mm-hmm.
Like what keeps people outdoors, you know?
Yeah.
And why do you think you did like a lot of outdoor sports? Like so for me is like when I would get home from school or like on the weekends we'd always go dirt bike riding.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like since I did that all as a kid that like I'd always stay doing like outside sports.
Yeah.
You feel like that's kind of
I wasn't allowed inside.
yeah.
You
Like,
know?
were you a big video gamer?
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
You know, like the games that I played, they were all sports games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Like dirt bike racing and stuff.
yeah, or like Madden, like playing
Yeah.
football or the show, baseball games. You know, we had Call of Duty was always fun, but as we were growing up, my dad, he worked swing shifts, so he would be either sleeping during the day, you know, or gone during the day. And for most, then we weren't really allowed inside while he was sleeping because, you know, my dad was a very light sleeper at that time, that even like the microwave beep would wake him up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just wake up pissed.
Yeah, exactly. Just wake up all mad. So we would just go outside, ride bikes or do whatever, play games in the street or paintball or, you know, whatever it was.
Yeah. Now you have 2 kids. Do you think that's something you're going to let your kids do, is just kind of free range out front and do stuff like that?
I want them to be outside.
Do you think the world is safe for them to do that?
Yeah, as long as I'm present.
Yeah,
really. It's not like when I was a kid, you know.
No, like that's what I was telling people too last time. I was like, dude, my dad be like, just be back at dark.
Right.
Go do whatever you want.
We just listened for the whistle.
Yeah.
You know, once the whistle went off, then it was time to come back in.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, and it's always right at the perfect moment, all right, dude, we just built these jumps and we're just gonna send it right now, and then all of a sudden you hear the whistle and you're like, okay, well,
Like the best part
probably
of it,
saved us.
best part of a dream, and then you wake up like, damn it.
Yeah, right. And then you try to fall back asleep to try to get. You're like, all right, if I can fall asleep right now, I might be able to finish it, but it never happens.
Yeah, it never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I always just like to know how people kind of go on the outdoor stuff, you know, even though I call you an indoor athlete.
Yeah, because of bowling. Yeah, yeah.
But talk about the bowling a little bit. Jeff is a 300 bowler.
One time.
That's all. That's all you
and
have
it was
to do.
during league, so
Dude.
I got a ring.
So I remember you tried to like explain this to me, right? Like break down like the bowling. So like, what are like the top things you need to know? Like I remember this one time you're like, you know how the oil is burned in.
Sure.
How your ball's gonna spin.
Yeah, so once you like kind of come into yourself as a bowler and you know like the way that you throw the ball, if you throw
Hold on,
it,
what's like a good score? Like what's a good like if I go bowling tomorrow, like what would be like I could probably score?
well, I mean, realistically, anything over like 180, that's a good
180?
score. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bowled 180.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
I'm like 130.
well, like if you're a 200 bowler, you're like kind of like in a top percentile of bowling.
You kind of know how to control it.
Yeah,
I
then they
just send
consider
it.
you scratch,
Oh.
you know, then it's like you don't need handicap or anything like
Yeah.
that. That's why I say, like, truthfully, like a 180 score, it's a good score. It
I don't
really
think I've
is.
ever bowled that.
Yeah, I mean, or but you don't do it a lot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, if you were to do a whole year and you average 180, then that's really good.
So if you see somebody bowl like a 180, you're like, oh, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, which you can tell. I mean, but yeah, I mean, once the lane starts to break down and the oil, which by breaking down is pretty much just the oil has moved from that spot that you're throwing it, or you've soaked it all up in the bowling ball, or pushed it left or right or whatever it is, it will just start cutting sooner, and then that's how you end up getting splits and stuff like that. Yeah.
How many bowling balls do you own?
Well, now I gotta count those.
Just guess. 10?
No, I probably well
You
maybe
have 10?
8.
What the hell you need 8
8.
for?
And Jordan has 1.
You only let your wife have 1?
She
Oh, just
doesn't
needs
curve.
one.
She doesn't do anything. Yeah.
So you have
She's
like
got a little bit of a movement, but that's not like.
you bring 10 balls to the bowling alley.
Well, no, I don't bring all of them.
Oh.
I don't bring all of them. I like to bring 3, which is a heavier hooking ball, a spare ball, which is one that pretty much just goes straight. That way you could throw it just at the single
That's
pin.
what I like, yeah.
And then one that's for like when the oil dries up, it like goes a little bit longer. But I bring 6 because Jordan doesn't have her own bowling bag, and the bags that I have, every one of them holds 3 balls.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I'm not just gonna put one in.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, so I just bring the 2. I don't throw them all, but it's just so I bring 2 bags in there.
So like you ever like bowling and be like, this just ain't the ball for today?
Yeah, it happens.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just like throw whatever I pull off the shelf.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, believe it or not, like all the bowling balls that you see in the shop, I mean, most of them they're a lot different from each other.
Yeah.
You know, they got like symmetrical cores and asymmetrical cores, and some are like the cover stock is more gritty, and then the other ones are smooth. And
Do you ever have like guys come up to you and be like, dude, this is a nice bowling ball?
yeah, well, anytime somebody gets like new equipment, like the new stuff that comes out, people be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, dude, that thing's badass." Like,
How much
you're
is
not
like
gonna
a
like it.
high end bowling ball? How much that costs?
Like to get it drilled and everything, you're probably like $240.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like fucking couple grand.
No, it's there. I mean, the pricing is fairly decent.
Is there custom balls or is it like just kind of like factory type?
Well,
Like they're blown out 100 at a time.
oh yeah, it's mass production.
Like you're not going in there and be like, I want this custom.
No, it's all mass production. Yeah, even the pros, it's the same exact thing.
Oh, really?
Mass production.
Oh, so you could buy whatever the pros are using?
It's the same ball.
Oh, shit. That's good to know because like in dirt bikes, like there's parts in those engines. Like
Oh,
nobody
for
could
sure.
buy.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, like even like when we go do like nationals and stuff like that, like the bowling balls, they're all serial numbered and everything like that, and they check them and they check the weight and everything on them,
Just to make sure you're
make sure it's
like,
legal. Yeah.
Is that like putting like weights in a fish kind of thing? Like you could like
Yeah.
modify it?
Yeah, pretty much like the you're only allowed like your typical 13, 14, 15, 16 pounds. Like it maxes out at 16. Some people could drill a little bit deeper and take more weight out of the ball, which just kind of creates like a counter, like kind of allows that
Oh, that's where the
core to
custom
whip
comes.
around.
That's where the custom part comes out.
Yeah, and then that's illegal when they're out there because they know that drilling the 3 holes, if you bowl with three fingers, the 3 holes is going to take off X amount of ounces off of that pound. You know what I mean? So if you got 3 finger holes and it really only takes out maybe 5 ounces, but then it's weighing out as 7 or 8 ounces, then they tell you can't use that.
So they have like a depth gauge, or it's just off weight.
It's off weight.
So you could like almost like drill it down until your bowling ball gets to the perfect weight.
Yeah, so they allow a certain amount. So like a brand new bowling ball, if you looked at the box, it would say like it's 15 pounds 4 ounces, right? And then you know that so when they weigh it, it would be close to 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Because it only takes out so much of the actual weight of the ball when you drill the finger holes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what if you were a 2-finger person? Then you could go deeper.
No. So you're only allowed to have two fingers,
Oh, okay.
2 holes.
Oh,
Yeah. So would be a tiny, just a smidge bit heavier.
so if you like, so if the top pro of the year gave you his ball, you could bowl it just like almost as good as he is, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, obviously there's
the equipment's the same. All you'd have to do is just change the hand grip on it,
Yeah.
you know, because everybody's hands are different for the most part. And, you know, whether the thumbs are fatter, the fingertips are skinnier, or the span just in general is bigger, you know. Like I could give you a bowling ball and you could go get it drilled for you, you know, and it's more comfortable.
They measure your fingers or what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's this like special bowling ball where it's got these holes in it and it's got the measurement on it. It's all in like centimeters or whatever because it's not very big of a span, you know. So yeah, you put your fingers in and then you stretch your thumb out and put it to where
because centimeters is like a more
precise.
Accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but it's
I just pick up whatever's there and just throw it.
Yeah, it's you know
16 pounds. I feel like I pick up a 10-pounder. Is that normal? 10?
No, I throw 15.
15?
Yeah.
What's like on the rack? Oh, you said 13, right?
Well, 13 is like Jordan. She throws a 13, but
is there 10s?
there is. Though it goes all the way from 6.
I feel like that's heavy enough.
Yeah, it starts
6
at 6 pounds or 5 pounds, something like that, and then it goes up to 16. But the ones on the rack,
in regulation, it's 13 to 16.
Normally like league bowlers, they do like 13
because they're developed enough.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
And you want the weight of that ball to help push through those pins.
So okay. So you bowled a 300 before.
Mm-hmm.
What's like your average? Like because you do tournaments every week. What's your average?
It would probably be like a smidge over 200. Yeah. You know, I'm more. Well, I'm becoming more now, obviously, because of the kids, more of like a leisure bowler than me actually going and practicing. Like I go one time a week and
I don't like kids.
Bowl for 3 games.
So I don't have any. I'm too selfish.
I love my kids.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's so, you know, it just slows down.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're just busy doing other things, and I mean, it's funner to watch them grow up as
sure
bowl. You know.
Yeah.
What do you think about the bumpers? Do you think I could use those next time? Or
sure.
To what, really?
I mean, if you want to.
I kind of want to. I feel like that's my handicap.
So now they have them set up that you like if me and you both are bowling, that once your name pulls up, they'll automatically go up.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a funny joke.
Yeah,
like if you go with your buddy, just program it to any time they come. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Be like, dude, I'm just tired of seeing you roll gutters.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, you're just not making me have fun.
Is this like how'd they do that? Like, is it like a program thing?
It's a program.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a program.
What
through
the heck?
It's kind of like I guess it would almost kind of be the same thing as like the automatic doorsteps on the door. You know, like when it opens up, it's just that trigger. It tells it, hey, and then the trigger goes and
it has to just be. Huh. I didn't even know it could do that.
Yeah.
Well, we have to try that out next time. That way we're competitive. You know.
There you go.
That's my handicap.
Yeah.
What is it? What is technically your handicap, Lynn?
So each league's different. You know, some people do like 90% of 210, or 100% of 200, or 90% of 195.
The fuck does that mean?
I have no idea.
This is what they say.
That's what they say.
You're just like, okay, that's what I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, where the league I'm on right now, it's I think scratch is 207.
That means
you would have if you're 207 and higher, you'd have no handicap.
Oh, okay.
So like me, I have handicap right now because it's just
what's your handicap?
I think 17 right now.
17.
Yeah, so it's like the average right now is
190.
The average right now is 191 or something like that. So yeah, so it's 208 is.
So if I'm bowling 130, I would have a 77.
Pretty much.
That sounds good.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll play that way next time I go.
Yeah, which I mean that's kind of the nice thing about like league bowling and stuff like that is that as long as you don't join a scratch league, like it's competitive because your handicap will carry you to the same score that I would have.
Okay, but get this. Okay, so if you're bowling, I know this is going to be a true thing. Say you bowl a 230. You get penalized because you're supposed to be at a 207?
No.
Like if you over bowl?
No. It's just a good game.
Like what if you just go way above where your handicap is? Like
then it doesn't matter. Then that's what your score is. You know what I mean?
Does your handicap move up for the next round?
It will, as long as
you keep doing better.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's an app that they use, and it will tell you like, oh, if you bowl like a 631 or something like that tonight, then your average will go up by 1 pin or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yeah, but like let's say you join a league, right?
Yeah.
And you had 70 pins handicap, and you shot a 230. you shot a 307 with a handicap.
Mm.
So you would be.
Oh, okay, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it would.
So
I
I'd
mean,
have like the highest score out of everybody's ever had.
well, yeah, but it's a pretty freaking high score. You know,
Well,
it's hard to beat that.
I mean, that's pretty similar though. Like it's like the same with golf, right? The
Yeah, the handicaps. It's just pops.
What's your
however
handicap
many.
for golf?
So it's
Like, cause it's gonna be like under par, right?
no. So I'm like probably like maybe 15 handicap. So I get 15 pops, like 15 strokes off of total score.
Off of total
Score. So like
What's-
so
what's
like
that
if
mean?
so you know like bogey par or whatever it is.
Say you hit 100, which is like my average, 100.
Yeah, and you had 15, then you would be an 85.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So like
That's how they play, is like 15 under.
Yeah, it's so like the way they do it is obviously each golf course has a hardest hole all the way through to the easiest hole, right? So you got the 1 through 18.
Yeah.
So if you had 15 handicap, you get a pop, which is the handicap stroke, on the hardest holes 1 to 15. 1 all the way to 15. So 16, 17, and 18, you're playing that scratch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know what my handicap would be. So what do you play at, like at Jess Ranch, like not competition wise? Like what would your average score be?
I mean, probably somewhere.
What's par? 70.
No, par's like 67.
67?
Because there's no par fives, so it's
then-
like
and
an executive course.
There's no par fives at all.
No, there's
That's why I like it.
Yeah,
So what would you hit in like normal? 67 is a par.
67 is
your
par. I mean,
average.
you're probably, it just kind of depends on the day. I hit the ball pretty high in the air, so
Oh, really?
when it's windy, it just kind of kills it.
Well, stop doing that,
I wish I could.
dude. Hit it lower.
I wish I could.
3 wood. Come on.
I've tried. My driver all the way down to my pitching wedge have the same exact height.
Really?
Everything has the same exact height.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't really tell you what you're doing wrong because I don't know. But
Yeah, and to be
you're just hitting it too high, is what I would say.
yeah, and my golf game had changed a lot after my shoulder.
Yeah, I remember for a while because you were hitting bombs, and
Yeah.
then you came back slicing. I think I remember.
Yeah, I had to completely change everything.
Yeah.
everything.
What
on
do you feel like it took percentage off your swing? Like,
Oh, for sure.
So-
It did. I think it's more of a mental thing than like a physical thing, though, because as I rear back, I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt myself going back. And
Yeah.
I mean, this is obviously many years later, but it's
that's
still kind of
happened?
mental.
It's
I mean,
happened,
it has.
it just like kind of irritates you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you think it's like injury or like stretching it? Like, do you think you're just like moving it in a way?
Oh, I'm
you know,
definitely stretching it a lot more when I'm doing that than anything
But it's not
else.
like, do you think it's hurting it,
Or
or you're just worried that it's gonna?
I think it's more of a mental, just me not wanting
Yeah.
to hurt it. You
Yeah,
know?
I
Just a mental block.
You know, definitely a long road. You know, you don't want to do that again.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. So what makes somebody to golf 9 holes every Monday as a competition? Like what is like the what's the intriguing factor there? Like prizes.
Yeah, so they do $750 worth of payouts every week. So they have
$750? What's it to win it?
well,
Like what's the winning?
it's just like skins, or they have longest drive and closest to the pin.
Oh, that's where you make money. So like everybody has like a lucky chance then.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
And they have a hole-in-one pot, so if you hit a hole-in-one, it pays like I think like $1,800, $1,500.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen.
Some guy just hit it on Monday.
And he got $1,500.
Yeah, he gets it next Monday.
I'll go just for that.
Yeah.
Let's just all play the par 3 holes.
Yeah, I told the guys if I ever hit the hole-in-one, I'm not gonna come back.
Dude, let's do it. Let's try to do a video one day. How long it'll take us to hit a hole run.
Oh god.
Dude, I have a golf course we could do it at.
Let's do it.
In Palmdale. I have this lady that has a course that shut down. We could do it there, or she said we could film anything we want at her other course.
Let's
It's like
do
a
it.
9-hole course. I bet you she would let us shut down. Like,
Just go. Well, good thing you just got about 400 golf balls. We could just take
Yeah.
all those and just hit,
yeah, I
and
got
see.
408 golf balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. It's
Yeah.
like a video, like how long it would take. I think we'd probably get tired before it happens.
Oh, 100%.
And also, I'm leaving every golf ball on there because if it bounces off one, it counts.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like knocks one in. I feel like that'd be a fun one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm not that good at golfers, but that might help.
It doesn't matter.
It might
though.
help. Yeah, it's
It
not
doesn't matter.
technique.
It's just to get you out there just fun swinging and actually have like
Yeah.
something that you're trying for. It makes it worth it.
Technically, I feel like you could just set it up on a dry lake bed, can't you?
Well, you
Like,
could.
can't you just get like a green?
You could.
I mean, it's probably people be talking shit, but
Yeah, I mean,
you kind of want the angle of it.
I mean, if you miss that green, that golf ball's gonna run a mile.
Oh
on
yeah,
that dry
bounce
lake
it.
bed. Yeah,
That's a good point.
that thing's gonna run a mile.
But yeah, so you guys might be doing a podcast with golf, huh?
I'd like to. I'd like to start that. Just kind of like a post round recap kind
Yeah.
of thing, more just talking and so every once in a while somebody comes in a little too drunk or
Yeah, it's funny to tell the stories about. Like,
yeah, it's fun and it's a quick 9 holes, so it wouldn't take much to get through it. But as a team, we play. It's 2 and 2, so we play against another team. Like 2 of us will play against 2 of theirs, so it would be cool to hear like the other, because we have like an A and B team, right?
Oh, really?
So it'd be cool to hear like what the A team or what the B team went through.
'Cause you're not with them?
Because you're not with them.
Oh,
They're so they tee off and they go off, and then you tee off after they clear the green. So it's like, so it'd be cool, kind of get inside of both.
Oh, so you're always playing with
talk about it.
strangers?
Always.
Oh, fuck, I hate playing with strangers.
Yeah. So it's you and then your teammate, and then
What if like they're annoying as fuck? Like you're just like, this fucking guy sucks.
Right. I mean, sometimes it happens, but for the most part, everybody's pretty cool.
What
out
if
there.
it's like all girls? Like no offense, but they just hit it from. They don't hit it very far.
Well, like last week, our A team, yesterday, our A team played against. There was a female on that team.
You just have to deal with it.
Mhm.
Because obviously, like slower golf, right?
I
mean-
mean, well, the ones that joined, they're pretty good.
Oh, really?
Like they can hit it. They can hit it pretty good.
Huh.
Yeah, but there's far and few in between of the actual women being on the teams. There's maybe
Yeah.
only three girls out of 36 teams. I think there is.
So you're always just playing with somebody random, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would like that.
It's not bad, but it's not like you're sitting in the cart with a random person. Like you're sitting there with your teammate.
Yeah, it's just like somebody tees off with you,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like you got paired up with another twosome or something.
and then
like
you
that.
put together.
Yeah, you play the whole hole together.
Yeah.
Well, the whole 9.
You guys like talk shit to them, and
It depends. You kind of read them out. You know?
yeah, who they are.
Mm-hmm. Like I like to play music, so I always ask them, hey, are you cool with music? And they go, some say yes, some say, oh no, not really. And
Oh god.
if they're not into it, I still turn it on, but it's not very loud because I'm like, hey, dude, this is my fucking cart. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna listen to it. And I got other people that are like, turn it up. It's my favorite song.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, and I try to soften some people up, like
Yeah.
if they're real sticklers,
Yeah, because like mostly people in golf could be kind of snooty.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you're not that good. Like, you're not gonna go pro.
Yeah.
It's okay to,
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped a beer can and out of
Yeah.
the cart. I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
Like don't. Yeah.
What's your worst experience with some randoms?
So he's actually my teammate now.
So you have a story about. That's
Yeah.
why you need to do a podcast.
I know,
dude. You're
yeah.
talking shit about
Yeah,
your buddy
it's-
next to you.
It's my buddy Phil. I went out there. I played by myself, and I got paired up with these 2 guys, and it was him and one of his buddies, and it was all cool. We were chilling. Everything was fun, and then we were drinking a lot. Well, they were drinking a lot more than I was because I had to drive, and we got about. Well, okay, so we played the 9, and then they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go stop and get some more. We're gonna go stop and get some more beer." And I'm looking at them like, these guys don't need more beer, But they did. And so they obviously stopped at the I can't even think of the name of it.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Thank you. The clubhouse. I played 3 holes before they even caught back up to me.
Oh jeez.
And by the time they caught back up to me, Phil, which is not my teammate, he, right when they stopped at the tee box, he leans over and just throws up, dude, everywhere.
What the fuck, Phil?
Yeah, just throws up
Yeah.
everywhere. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is nuts. Like,
This is a Monday.
No.
Oh.
This was just, we were just
play.
This was
Yeah.
like 2 years before we even were
okay.
on the team together. And, so he threw up, and then he didn't hit because he was too drunk. So his buddy hit off to the right, and I hit off to the left. So I went to the left, and I got there first, and I'm watching him, and they come down. It's kind of hilly over there on the right, and he comes down and he cuts it quick and flips the cart.
No.
Yeah, flips the cart. Beer cans are flying everywhere.
Like a tip over?
Oh no, like it rolled.
Like completely?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh
Or
my
no,
God.
you know what? Maybe it was a tip over, and
Yeah.
but it looked like it was bad.
Hold on. So you're telling me this guy flips the cart and you're like, I want that guy on my team.
Well,
I
no.
want Phil on my team.
Well, no,
Oh.
no. So Phil wasn't driving because he was
okay.
way too drunk. So he flipped the cart. His buddy landed on top of him, and his buddy's just laughing because of what happened, you know. And so I seen it. I was maybe like 40, 50 yards up, and I drove back to go help him. And I'm like trying to pull his buddy off of him. So that so I'm like, I don't know if this guy's pinned,
You're a
like,
hero.
you know, yeah, but you don't know if like you can't really see driving up. I don't know if I always try to worst case scenario, oh, he's like a bar is on his neck or something like that, you know, or he got knocked out or something, you know.
Yeah.
And so he was good. He was good at the bottom, and I helped him, or me and his buddy helped flip. I'm trying not to say his buddy's name, but we flipped the cart back up, you know. And I mean, dude, the seat blew out. It was the golf clubs were everywhere. Damn. You know, it was bad. And so I put him, you know, I got everything all cleaned up for him, and followed him back to the clubhouse. I was like, yeah, you know, I think we're done. And then I seen them both standing in the parking lot, and they're just kind of doing that sway, you know. And I'm like, I can't let these guys drive home. So I drove them home, which was only maybe a quarter of a mile from the golf course. I drove them home, and then fast forward to about 2 years later, of a guy Brian that's on my team. I've met him through a mutual friend, and he called me about doing the Briner Cup, and
which is the Monday
league. Yeah. And when I didn't know anybody else that was on it. So Taylor, he actually bowls on Sunday. So I was like, oh, I know that guy, you know, we've talked before, not a lot, but we've, you know, I guess an acquaintance, you could say, you know. And then I seen Phil, and I'm like, that guy's familiar, right? And he was wearing his work shirt, which I won't say what his work shirt, you know, is, but he was wearing his work shirt, and it took about 3 holes, and then I noticed, and I was like, hey, dude. God. I'm like, yeah, I think I've golfed with you before. And he's like, oh, really? And he's like, here? And I was like, yeah, I was here. And then I kind of told him what happened, and he was like, oh my God, that was you, you know? And I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah. So it all came together, and it was we started last year, and this is our second year together as a team.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was he like, oh, I didn't remember. I can't remember any of that.
Oh, no, he remembered it all. He remembered everything. I mean, there was some parts that he forgot, but for the most part, pretty much from the crash on, he remembered everything.
Nice.
I think he even remembered maybe throwing up on the tee box.
Now, how is he nowadays? Does he keep it together? Or?
He's dad. He's dad now.
He's chill.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Nice. He still likes to have fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's a good story.
What about you? What's Matt doing?
As far as what?
Dude,
I want to go golf, but I went golfing not too long ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that I don't drink anymore. It's not
different.
as fun.
Yeah, it's different.
Because I felt like before is you know, I'd always be like, look, guys, I'm not going to drink. I'm going to take this seriously. And then after the first hit, I'm like, crack one open. It's not going well. Yeah. But now it's like, I'm not that good at golf, right? Mm-hmm. And like we were talking about earlier, is when you're good at something, it's funner.
Sure.
It's I'm not that good. So I want to go, but it's just not the top priority.
But you also don't play it enough to
get
see
good.
Any progression.
And it's like I would like to do maybe some lessons to help a couple parts. I'm not going to go fucking 10 times a week to a lesson.
Right.
I'm not going to take it that seriously. You know?
Well, when you take a lesson, you just go, you go, hey, well, I can't hit my driver right, or I can't hit my irons, or, you know, my putting or whatever. And then you just focus on that and take those lessons for that.
Yeah.
You know, I would say irons, dude. Just take a lesson on irons, and that way because you can always hit a iron off of a tee box.
Yeah.
You know, and get yourself out there. Yeah, it may not be as pretty as hitting a driver.
Yeah.
But
a driver is so fun.
Oh yeah, well, the driver, you just grip it and rip it, you know. But even me, after the surgery, I'm just barely playing my driver right now, you know. And I've had to do a lot of things to try to get myself back into hitting the ball straight, because I was cutting it a lot. I've gotten different driver shafts and doing all kinds of different things
Oh,
to
really?
get it. Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like my ball could potentially be called a boomerang sometimes.
Oh, sure.
Like I feel like it might come backwards most of the time.
Mine too, dude.
I'm like, how the hell is my golf ball coming back towards me?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
always, the guys always tell me that I have a 300-yard drive and it's 100 yards straight and 200 to the right.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I have been fixing it like a little bit,
Hmm.
but so it'll still do like a 20 footer to the right, but at least it's not hitting
Kind
out.
of looking.
Hey,
more
I heard
of
this
a
thing the
fade.
other day. I just found out that if you hit a house, you have to pay for it.
Well, I mean, that's
I always thought it was like their insurance on the golf course or something. Is it like debatable?
yeah, I mean, well, it all depends, like
I never stuck around long enough to find out.
yeah, which most people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't. But from what I heard, it was supposed to be like anything over $650
Yeah.
is then it becomes the golfer's responsibility. But
really?
like, I mean, you live on a golf course; it's kind of inevitable that one's
Yeah.
going to come over. But Kyle, one of my buddies, he paid for this lady's slider.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean, she was like a really old lady. She came
Yeah.
out shaking. She was very scared, and
Oh,
he felt bad.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like that's the right thing to do.
But I've also seen people break windows and go, well, let's go to the next hole kind of thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
I'm out of there.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
if you see a window break and be like, where'd Matt go?
The very first time I golfed with my buddy Brian off at the tee, very first tee, his first shot, he broke somebody's window.
Dang.
And the guy came out and he was like, hey, is this your guys' ball? And he's like, no, dude, that's not our ball. Like,
Yeah.
our balls are over here. Because he just threw one out of the cart. And he's like, our balls are over here. And he's like, all right, I just thought that you wanted back because it broke my fucking window. We were like,
shit.
hey, dude. I was like, dude, you handle this because my balls were right there. You
Yeah.
know?
That's pretty
Yeah, like, this is on you.
So what happened?
We just drove off,
Yeah.
finished it
Yeah,
up.
you better catch me. I'm out
Yeah,
of here.
yeah.
Like I feel bad, but I feel like, homeowners insurance.
Right, but I don't know, like, I don't know if it's really worth it for the window because the window might be $350 or something like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never bought a window,
Yeah.
but and then maybe like their deductible's $500. So
But I see some people have nets up.
nets are smart.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, if I could give any potential home buyer any kind of advice when it comes down to a golf course is buy on the tee box.
Yeah.
Buy on the tee box, like buy behind the tee box, and
I've hit over tee boxes before.
well, if you're going that way and you got the house right here,
Yeah,
you're
it's
safe.
very-
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're buying a house that's anywhere between like 200,
Right on the dog leg.
yeah, and it's 200 yards or 250 yards, like you're gonna get pelted. Nobody if your recreational golfer, dude, he's gonna hit some stuff,
Yeah, and then as far as your buddies that like allegedly flipped a golf cart, what happens? Do they have to pay for that? Or?
Oh, well, there was no real damage that was done.
really?
It's
Just
not
kinda
like the
tweak it?
frame bent or anything like that. Yeah, we just kind of, buttoned it up, put it back together, and then limped it back.
There's nobody seen that. Like nobody was like, oh, they nice.
I was the only one that's seen it.
So it might not be good for you guys to run cameras while you're golfing. Then
Um,
it is just delete the
yeah,
footage.
yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it doesn't get like that every time. Like that. It was only that one time.
Yeah.
Even though we did accidentally knock out the windshield last night when we were playing. Yeah.
How?
So our cart was a screamer, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was super fast, and I was gonna go up to hit, and we were going, and when Brian got on the brakes, it was right when I was getting getting up.
Yeah.
And so just like I went forward a little bit, my elbow popped the windshield out.
Yeah.
But that's like the worst thing that's happened.
Well, I'm kind of sad you don't have a camera now.
Yeah,
I
it
wanna see
wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like super bad, but it was still something.
Okay, now what's the deal with like no more cart? What do they call them? Cart? They call them cart tenders, like a bartender, but the cart girls.
Oh, the
How
cart
come they
girl?
don't ever run cart people no more?
I don't know. They do during the Brenner Cup, but she only goes by every hole one time.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's like
Yeah.
you if you don't get nothing that time, like you could be on hole 2 and be like, "That's never seeing me."
It's a smart thing to run. I mean, even for them, I would do it.
Yeah,
You
why
know
not?
what I mean?
It's not like they're using gas or nothing.
No.
Like, I don't understand why all these courses I play, there's never any cart people.
Yeah. And golfers, I mean, I would say a good 65% of golfers are alcoholics.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and they
Goes
run
hand
out
in
of beer
hand.
quick.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not allowed to like bring your own beer.
Allegedly.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to, but
Yeah.
people still do bring it in.
Yeah, it's kind of just a written rule, you know.
I mean, I'm not saying I buy it every time.
No, absolutely.
But what I will do is like I'll go in like especially over there, they have ice chests that hook onto the side, so I may bring 6, but like I'll buy 2,
Yeah.
and then like so at least like I'm giving a little bit
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
you know.
Helping out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, also you're golfing every Monday, so like here's my money.
Right.
Every Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
I should get free beer.
I wish. That might be a bad thing.
Yeah. So as far as like the hunting thing, you think like that's something you could ever do, or do you think like?
I think so. It's just something that I would have to be more.
You'd have to go once and be.
I
like,
would.
Yeah, but obviously having the time to do that.
Yeah, it's hard, and I mean, and this is the thing is I have a very addictive personality when it comes down to stuff, and like I would just be buying stuff when, you know, I know deep down inside like I should not be buying it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I bought 400 golf balls today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, that's
luckily you benefited from.
Yeah,
that.
I got some. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's sweet. I was gonna ask you something else. What was it? About hunting, golf. Oh, are you gonna come to my hunting event or what? Did you buy tickets yet?
I haven't bought tickets yet.
Dude, buy some tickets.
I will.
At least you don't have to be a bow hunter to like see it.
No, I mean it's cool. I'll go watch it. You know, what time is the showings at?
7.
7? Okay.
Kind of a weird time. It's
How
on
long
a
is it?
Thursday. A couple hours.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But I'm giving away $3,500 worth of stuff.
Yeah, you better rig that thing for me.
Not that
I'm kidding.
Not that you could use everything, but
yeah, no, that's cool.
it's like hiking boots and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I definitely want to go. The only hang up is Jeter's birthday. That's the only hang up.
That's right. You told me
Yeah,
that.
is 7-Eleven free Slurpee day.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I'll
free
have to stop
Slurpee.
by there. Get a Slurpee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going next week to Sacramento to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it, man. I want to golf some more.
Yeah.
Obviously, too, it's expensive, but I just need to go do it. You know.
You talk about golf being expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're ahead of the game. You already have your own golf clubs and stuff like that. You know, so you just got to look and see like.
I think I'm just burnt
timings.
out playing these courses around here.
Oh, I am 100%.
Like if I could get somebody that wants, like, it's hard to find anybody that wants to do anything around here, like film videos or anything.
Yeah.
You know, so to get anybody to go out of town to golf is like kind of tough.
Ash-
Especially, it's probably easy for you because you know a lot more golfers.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm just kind of burnt out. Like I want to go.
Yeah.
Let's go up. I want to go up to like Arrowhead to that course where it's a little cooler.
Yeah. I have like a lot of people that hit me up for going golfing, and I don't know if I like when it comes down to golfing if I have a little like FOMO or something like that, because like I always just like like I'll go, and then it's like oh shit, like I went 3 days in a row, you know, and it does get expensive, but there's ways. Once you start going a lot and they see your face a lot more, then you know that $45 round get knocks down to like 37, and then it gets knocked down to 25, and
really?
you know it gets pretty good.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a lot of bullshitting with.
What's your favorite course up here?
Hesperia.
Hesperia?
Yeah.
Now?
100%.
Now it is?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
It
like
always
it?
has been.
Oh, really? Even before they put the ponds in?
That's where I started.
What?
When I started
Oh,
golfing.
really?
Yeah, that's
When
where
you were
I
6?
learned how to golf. Mm-hmm. My dad threw me right into the shit, dude.
Well, it used to be a lot better then.
Oh, for sure.
And then
It was all water.
And then it went to
everything.
shit.
Yeah, and then
Now it
it's-
looks nice.
It is. They're so worried about the water over here that they're not pumping any water into these golf courses, and they could do the reclaimed water. It's not gonna. It's like it's fine.
Well, you know this. There's a stat like based on like hunting stuff. So, California releases like 80% of the rainfall back into the ocean.
Oh yeah,
It's like the most out of any state.
these drought seasons and stuff like that. That's when they need to start making new reservoirs. They have to do it, and I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but it does bother me because
But
like.
fuck this guy.
Yeah. You know, I could go on for hours, but it's that's something that they definitely dropped the ball on.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, put on some dams, you know? Like, so in Arizona, like in the hunting territory where we go all the time, they took, back in the day, they would take tractors at every ravine and they would dig them up and dam them and call them tanks. So what happens is like when we're hunting, we'll go like, oh, we're going to check that tank full of water. We're going to we can go try this one. Full
Well,
of
yeah,
water.
that's where they're gonna go, right?
There's millions of tanks that they put in to collect all that water, and obviously the animals do way better in Arizona. But
Can I answer this real quick?
Yeah,
I gotta say goodnight to my kids.
Yeah. We're gonna leave this on too.
Oh, dude.
One's angry.
Hey, dude. I'm at my buddy Matt's house. All right, are we saying goodnight? I don't know. We're just still talking.
We're almost done.
We're rolling right now.
You're on it.
Yeah, you're on it. You're on it. We're rolling right now. Look, there's Matt with a microphone in hand.
We're putting this on the video.
Yeah, it's on the video.
He recorded it.
Yeah. Say hi to Matt. Oh, he's pissed.
He's pissed.
All right. Well, I'll call you when I leave here. All right.
She's pissed.
All right. Bye. It's way past his bedtime. He's a 7:30 baby, you know.
Yeah.
And they're at the beach, so that sun really beats him up.
This beach here, or
I don't know if they're in Oceanside or Carlsbad or something like that. They're down there.
somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know.
Well, cool, man. Yeah, so Jeff's gonna be starting a podcast soon.
Hopefully.
I told him he'd come use my equipment with his buddies and try it out.
That'll be
at least.
cool.
Just hang up some different stuff if you want, or
It don't matter.
put on some black sheets, but come try it out. And I'd say people could follow you, but I don't think you really care.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Well, you're gonna have to start a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, I'm more of the I like being the silent partner and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
You're just a talent.
Yeah, that's it.
Just like I'm just a talent.
I'm just a face.
I'm not doing the producing.
Yeah, I'm a computer literate. I just know how to turn it on and turn it off. And I've never really been a social media person. I think, my Instagram, I think I have 6 pictures.
Yeah.
I've kind of never been a big thing for me.
Yeah, even when I post something, I'm like, gotta post something today.
Yeah.
Gotta post this. Gotta post this.
I think my whole social media thing while I got over it was it mainly was with Facebook because I understand that it's a platform for you to say what you want to say, and I got my own shit going on. You know what I mean? I don't need to get. And it got really bad with the first election with Trump with just the stuff that was going back and forth, and it was just really got irritating to me. And so it's just what, I don't need to see it or
there's some stuff that pops up on mine sometimes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's even I had TikTok, dude, and TikTok got weird.
Oh, TikTok's the worst, dude.
Yeah,
a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, I got rid of that, and it got to the point where I was losing sleep at night because I was just talking shit to these kids and stuff. You know what I mean? It was bad. I got muted from conversations. I got blocked. I got all kinds of stuff, and I got a little joy out of that.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was just these people they want to live their life that way, or whatever way you want to do it. Just don't shove it down my throat.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. A lot of that stuff, I'm like, I don't want to see it. Dude, so TikTok banned one of my videos the other day.
Oh, really?
I was holding some antlers.
Oh, God.
And they banned it for animal abuse.
See, that's what
I'm like, come on, dude.
That's the way it is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But, I mean, I could start a Twitter and post me naked with
antlers,
and they'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah, Twitter doesn't care.
Yeah, Twitter lets you do whatever, but
that whole platform has become more about the actual freedom of speech than being censored.
Yeah, thanks to Elon. Elon should buy TikTok since they're gonna outlaw it.
Who knows? That guy's kind of putting his foot in everything, which is cool.
He's gonna be a president one day, I think.
He's got time.
Somebody's gonna vote him in.
Yeah, everybody just handwrites him in.
Yeah. Well, what else? Is there anything else we can talk about? Anything stories?
I mean, it's good seeing you.
We covered work, bowling, golf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, we gotta get together and go golfing.
Yeah.
Let me know what day though, because my schedule's pretty open.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take my dad indoor skydiving tomorrow for Father's Day.
Oh, sweet.
So we're gonna do that, and then Sunday I have an archery tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesday I'm going to Sacramento.
Gotcha.
And then to Oregon right after that to do the film tour.
Oh, gotcha. How long are you gonna be gone for that?
So Oregon is Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and I may bow hunt, look for some pigs on the way down, but most likely I'll be back Saturday or Sunday.
You have to get a hunting license for Oregon.
I'll be in California.
Oh,
I'll hunt California down like the Central Coast.
like through Shasta and stuff like that.
Not too sure where Shasta is. Like that's the Sierras.
Shasta's like pretty close to the Oregon border.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been studying some pig spots. Probably Los Padres Forest, Santa Cruz,
Gotcha.
Monterey area. I might check out those areas a little bit.
Good.
It's the highest, pig harvest area. Most amount of pigs.
So they're like wild. It's kind of like are they more of a nuisance up there at that point?
Yeah, this year they just changed the pig tag, so like you just have to buy one tag and you could kill as many as you want on the same tag. Rather than last time you'd pay $30 for one, then you'd have to buy another one, then you have to buy another one. So it's turned into such a nuisance that it's open game. Just shoot as many as you can.
Is that pig or is it wild boar?
So technically it depends what area you're in. So like, there's some places where it could just be, a potbelly pig that got out and turned into a boar.
Gotcha.
But there's some areas where it could be Russian boar that like the ranchers brought in and then kind of got away. So it could be like Russian boar or just any kind of typical boar, Usually you could tell by like the coloring of them to like which colorway they went and tell, but it'll be, up there is probably mostly all Russian boars, but like there's some down in Chino are probably like potbelly pigs. But there's actually, if you let a potbelly pig out, like in months, I think they develop tusks and turn into boars.
They just kind of mutate.
They mutate into survive kind of thing. So any kind of pig, you let it out and it just mutates into this ferocious machine.
So realistically, the wild boar thing is just those tusks that come up.
Yeah, technically. I mean, technically.
Yeah.
But it could be the breed like Russian boars or like the mean ones, like the big giant ones that everybody wants to hunt, But
if somebody says boar, instantly you think of those.
Yeah, that's what they are,
Gotcha.
Like my pig's out there somewhere. I'll show you my javelina. I'll show you my pig skull. I have it in here.
Okay.
And then I'll show you my javelina, which looks like a pig, but it's technically in the rat Peccatini family. Peccary. It's in the peccary family, so it's like a rat.
So it's a rodent.
It's like a rodent, yeah.
Gotcha.
But everybody calls them pigs because they're very similar. Mm-hmm. But I have that skull and then my bear skull in there. But yeah, they have these giant tusks that you could touch them and they'll cut you.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty. I'll show you. You can touch it.
That's sharp. Huh?
Yeah. So
what are they? It's just like a bone kind of thing, or is it the same thing that like the antlers?
No, it's like
a tooth.
It's like an actual tooth. Yeah.
It's a tooth.
Yeah, it just grows out of the freaking face.
It's not like ivory.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is technically. Like, I don't want to speak on that. I don't know what it is, but I know what they are. Is like when they close their mouth, they sharpen on each other.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like how they're designed. I think what happens is they like get in their way, so they have to rub on each other.
So does the one that's like in the rodent family, it chews?
Chews?
Yeah, does it chew? Like kind of like how a rat has to chew in order to stop because the teeth constantly grow. So a rat has to chew to file those teeth down.
Oh, I don't know. Because these ones, they have tusks. They have tusks like a pig. But as far as like the other teeth, I'm not too sure. But they're weird. Like a javelina is so weird.
Yeah.
They like, their skin is so thin that when I was like skinning the javelina that I shot this year, is like you could see the hair follicles.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So what happens is they travel in groups. So they don't even move till like 9 a.m. Until it's warm enough. They all cuddle together like in a little group.
Oh, so they kind of get what's the term for that? It's kind of like
hibernation kind of.
Yeah, bees do the same kind of thing.
Oh,
when it gets dark and it gets cold, they almost become like lethargic.
Yeah,
and they just kind of like they're like dumb,
Yeah, but it was weird because like when I was stalking those javelinas, like one would get up and move, and then like a couple minutes later they all would get up and move to next to that one. It was like super weird.
He's like, I'm gonna go check it out over here.
I think he's just like, he's probably irritated, and they're like, "Well, we need you to keep warm."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like super weird thing, but they're very.
He's like that one that's a hot sleeper.
Yeah.
He's like, just get off me.
Yeah, but yeah, they like all cuddle together in like these bushes. They're super weird, but they're technically a rat, I guess. If that's what a peccary is, I don't know. We call them rats, pigs.
I probably should know, but I have no idea.
I don't know either. I just hunt
How big are they normally? Or like weight
what,
wise?
Pounds?
Yeah.
Probably 60 to 100 pounds.
Damn, that's pretty big. That's
Yeah.
a big rat.
Let me show you one on camera. See what you think.
Yeah, that's
They're
a big rat.
weird looking, but they're super fun to hunt, dude. Like they're like blind. If you're past 100 yards, they can't really tell you're there. So you kind of sneak up, but when you get close, if you scare them, you think they're charging you, but they're not. They're just running because they're blind.
Yeah, they don't.
They'll run right at you.
Yeah.
Like I've had them run. Like I've had to like kick them.
Mm.
Yeah, let's pull up this photo of them. They're freaking. They look like a pig. But I missed 6. I missed 5 of them before I shot the 6th one. Like it looks like a pig, huh?
I would have said that that's like me. I probably would have said that oh, that's a boar.
Yeah. So yeah, they're weird. I don't know what a peccary is. A pig-like ungulate of the family of something. Can't even pronounce it.
So if you were to get, like, let's say somebody like me that wanted to start to get into hunting, what would be like some advice that you would give them? Not like just
like what's your wanting? Is it like curious or you want to go for it?
Let's say let's say both scenarios. Somebody that's curious, somebody that wants to see if they're into it, or somebody that's like, no, this is what I want to do.
So somebody like
an aspiring hunter.
So definitely if you're like if you have a small interest in it, I would say like go to like the film tour where you could watch these hunts. Like anytime you watch this hunt, you're gonna have chills. Like they're edited to like have chills. Like you watch it, you're like, oh, like crazy.
Suspenseful and stuff like that.
So you get to like see the highlights of it, like the rewarding part that everybody sees on TV. So I would say go watch that if you're just like thinking about it,
Sure.
like kind of have a small interest. But if you want to go full blown into it and like start going, I say that you try to network and find somebody that'll take you because
almost like a guide to kind of
you could go guided. I mean, you could, if you wanted to pay much, you could go guided. That's a good way into it. But I tell people, I'm like, just find, you got to go surround yourself. Like, I started meeting all the professional hunters when I'd go to events. And
so almost like a mentor.
Yeah, you need like a mentor, like something to bounce ideas off. Like my buddies right now, I'm taking 2 guys hunt with me this year, and they have like a little experience, but they never shot anything. So they went and like, I told them where we're going, like what zone, and I'm like, just like, tell me where we're going. Like I tell them that. I'm like, tell me where we're going, and they'll put a spot on the map. I'm like, there ain't even any animals there.
Yeah.
So I just like have to, but luckily they have me knowing and like, so I'm like their mentor kind of thing.
Yeah.
So so I tell people like just grab a backpack and go hiking with a hunter. Like just go with them while they're hunting and see what it's about. But you definitely it definitely changed my life because I probably used to be like a super quiet person. Like a long time ago, like quiet and like, always mad about something, but it definitely like calmed me down, like kind of showed me that I'm capable of more than I thought, like killing a lot of animals by myself, like packing them out, being in the dark by yourself.
Sure.
Like, it's definitely scary,
It does make you proud of yourself because that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, but I never really had that person that taught me how to do it. Like I had some people that took me the first time, but they kind of knew what they were doing, but like not really to the level I took it to.
Right.
And then I kind of taught it to myself, but they took me.
Yeah.
So they kind of like put me out there and kind of gave me a a basic thing. But yeah, it's just, you just got to kind of find people that'll take you, and that's same with like, say guns, right? If you want to go shoot guns, you're not going to just go. You're going to want to go with some people that shoot guns.
Some people that know.
Same with golf. Like you're not going to just show up by yourself to a golf course and play golf the first time. You're probably going to go to the driving range and like go golf with some people that kind of show you what's the rules, Like,
and it's always good for somebody that wants to get into something or, is into it, but they're very new into it. It's always good to ask questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you have to have those people to ask questions too,
Yeah, and like there's even times where people ask me questions even about bowling or if it is about golf or, really, really anything that and then I tell them and it's like, oh, I don't even do that myself. You know what I mean? Like I always say I'm a better teacher than a player of anything. I could tell you what you're doing wrong in golf. I could tell you in bowling, all that. I can do that, but it's almost like I don't practice what I preach.
Are you better? Are you better? Like, hey, just watch me. Like, watch me and see if you could kind of.
I would say I'm probably better explaining it than
right.
actually watching, because I'm very different than other people with both sports as far as swing wise
Yeah.
and as far as like bowling, because I use my pinky. Nobody uses their pinky because it's just whatever's comfortable for you, whatever
Yeah.
you feel comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I feel like that's different in the hunting thing to where, well, it's kind of the same what you said, but you have to like explain it a lot and talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like I'm trying to, tomorrow, my buddy that's going to hunt with me is going to come on here and we're going to talk everything like what he's doing wrong, what he's expecting.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to shut him down, tell him stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
But it's hard because, so you go hunting and you could teach him how to hike.
Mm-hmm.
But when that one chance of hunting comes, where that one opportunity comes where that animal shows itself,
Yeah.
and they don't do it properly, like then I could criticize them.
Sure.
But I can't criticize them without the data.
Yeah.
So, but bowling is different because you could potentially criticize somebody and help them because it's bowling. But when it comes to hunting, it's like one time.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
You don't get as many chances.
Yeah.
But you gotta. I mean, anytime you jump into something new, you gotta accept failure. It's gonna happen. You know, it's nobody's gonna just be, you know, the best shooter.
But everybody's scared to fail nowadays.
And that's you know, that's how it's kind of that soft system that we've all tried to avoid or come accustomed to. It's instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that even comes down to just being able to tap your bank card and pay for your stuff and just turn around and walk away. You know, everybody wants that instant gratification. They want to be like, okay, I got one bullet and I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to get it. And, you know, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. And that doesn't happen all the time.
No.
That's why I hunt with a bow, because I like to be
Sure.
in that animal's bedroom.
Sure. And it's, and it's, I'm sure that the bow is a lot more, it's a lot more challenging than it is with the rifle.
I find it more ethical too. I like all the animals I've shot with a bow have died way quicker than with a rifle.
Oh, really? They drop quicker?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which
Nice.
It's not like the same for everybody.
Yeah.
But there's only been like one or two instances where it's been different.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely go a lot farther with a bullet wound, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and it's more of a bleed out than a drop.
Yeah, then but an arrow will cut a hole like that.
Sure.
And they.
Yeah, and a bullet could have an exit wound. Who knows the size?
I've had animals, die in 5 seconds.
So you still shoot for the same spot as you would with a rifle.
Yeah. Still the same spot, but
which is the heart, right? Is that what
heart lungs? Yeah,
heart, lungs.
Just right behind the shoulder here.
Gotcha.
So like you just want to tuck it in like this area.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can think of your anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to shoot them in the guts because
it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's not fucked up, but they can live for 3 days.
Right. That's what I mean by fucked up. Like they could still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna. It's not gonna drop them as quick, and they're gonna. Don't want to say suffer because I sound like I'm super soft, but it's a lot longer of a thing for them.
And then most likely is like that deer is going to die and you're never going to be able to recover the meat, which is the main reason we're out there. You know
right. Exactly.
Which I have some deer meat if you want some.
I know.
Try it.
I like that backstrap you gave me that one time. That was good.
I got a bunch of freaking.
I was hoping you're going to shoot a bear, dude. I wanted a bear steak or something, you know?
I will this year. I got 3 bear tags.
Sweet.
But watch the people on Instagram fall off after I do that.
Yeah, well,
dude, there's something weird about Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
People don't mess with it.
Yeah.
But
bears are gnarly.
They are, but like people think they're like cuddly, you know?
I would love to watch somebody try to cuddle a bear.
Let me give you some bear facts real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to run dogs till like 2016, which running dogs, they would put them on a track.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs would catch up to the bear. Bear would run up the tree, shoot it. I don't believe in that.
Kind of fish in a barrel kind of thing.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I get it. You got to train the dogs, whatever. I'm glad they outlawed it. So in California is like the best bear hunting state, I feel, because of the way the tags are. So long story short, we were just talking about Utah, and Utah has like very limited tags.
Mm-hmm.
California is so good because...
Did you hear the buzz?
Yeah. California is so good. So 1,700 tags. When they stopped running dogs, they stopped filling the quota. So they never filled 1,700 tags again. But they did every year before dogs. When they would run dogs, they'd fill it, right? Mm-hmm. So like the first couple of years was like 1,400 people would get. So there's 300 extra bears plus whatever was created that year, right? Mm-hmm. This year, only 1,100. So have you seen all the in the news, like all the bears are hit on the freeways and getting hit by cars and stuff?
Yeah, that one got smoked on the Cajon Pass.
Two.
Oh, there was
in
two.
a
I
week.
seen the one. I was in Vegas when that happened.
Yeah.
I seen that.
2 in a week. So there's a lot of bears in California right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I have a tag for Utah, Arizona, and California. So
I'll ask you this later. Never mind.
oh, you can ask me whatever.
Well, I was gonna ask where would you hunt a bear, but I don't know if you wanted to say where.
Oh, the locations?
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted.
Obviously,
really...
I'm hunting right by my house because
Sure.
I might
Kind of
set up a
localish
tree
mountains.
stand, yeah, and there's plenty here. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I wanted to go with a group
Mm-hmm.
where there's like plenty, up north probably Shasta is up
Shasta's
there.
good.
There's Lake Tahoe Basin,
Mm-hmm.
which I just read a study. There's 85 bears per 36 square miles. So 6 miles this way, 6 miles this way in a square.
Mm-hmm.
There's 85 bears in each section. That's a lot.
It is, and I mean, there's not. I mean, is there like adequate food and shit for them up there?
There's plenty, yeah. That's why they're
Yeah.
thriving. So there's there's a lot of deer. There's wolves up there, which they're not eating wolves, but
Yeah.
that wolves are thriving, so bears are thriving.
Yeah.
So Lake Tahoe Basin.
I figured they probably kind of work together a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Both.
yeah.
Natural.
And then so that's 85 bears per 36 square miles. But then up north a little bit towards like past San Francisco, probably Shasta. I can't. There's 133 bears per 36 square miles.
That's crazy.
So 6 by 6, 133 bears.
Yeah.
So if I was bringing a group to have a high success rate, it'd be there.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
I hunt solo mostly, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt here. Probably put a tree stand up or something. Put cameras up.
Yeah.
And then tree
Scout it
stands.
out, see
Yeah.
what's up.
But yeah, so go back on your thing, like a new hunter. I'd say find somebody that'll take you and just go. Like my buddy James, he learned by just put on a backpack and just go with people.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a license and learn the regs and all that stuff and kind of thing." But
What about life advice? If you were to give somebody some life advice, what would you say?
like just all around life advice.
Yeah. Not about hunting or anything like that.
Dang, I haven't thought of that for a while.
There really is no wrong answer, just like
Yeah.
what's something you've learned.
Well,
you know?
I'm trying to play like my last 6 months in my head.
Sure.
To see what like I would say now.
A turning point in your life and what
Okay, so I'll give like some relationship advice after like my last relationship is like now after that. So what happened was like when we broke up, I went for a 12-mile hike, like a hike, not hunting, but and I kind of learned what I did wrong, what she did wrong, and I was kind of content with the way we handled that, But I tell the thing I would say now is like if you get in a fight with your partner, guys should just go for a walk. Anytime you're in a fight, go for a walk. And collect your thoughts and come back and talk about it. But like when guys get in a corner and have to get forced to talk when they don't want to,
Sure.
like we can't come up with the stuff girls do. So I say like a relationship advice is like go for a walk and then come back and talk about it.
Sure.
And if it gets heated, go for another walk because guys have to process their whole like last 2 months in their head.
Yeah.
When the girl's already processed it for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So that's kind of some advice. And then like, yeah, some hunting advice, I'd say just, surround yourself with other hunters and go to all the events to meet people and don't be scared to talk to people. Don't be scared to talk to famous people because they're people. That's all they are. They're just people. So like anytime, like I've met a lot of my best friends just by talking to them and they're just like, oh, not nervous.
And those people are at those events to talk.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, if they didn't want to talk to anybody, they wouldn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I remember one time I was at the races with my buddy Colton. He races for Husqvarna. And this guy come up to me and goes, hey, he's like, can you ask Colton to get an autograph? I go, no. I go, just go ask him.
Yeah,
I'm like, he's a person, too. So I took him up there. I'm like, here, I'm going to ask him what he said. And he's like, oh, man. And then they got done talking. He's like, dude, thanks. I'm like, bro, they're just people.
Sure.
They're just people that are good at a skill, and you're probably good at a different skill. Like,
Yeah.
for you... Like, who would you fan over, like, if you met Bryson DeChambeau?
Like, who would I...
Like, who would you be like
Um...
who's your celebrity?
That's a good question. I'd probably, honestly, probably Alex Rodriguez.
Alex
because
Rodriguez,
of baseball, watching him grow
So
up.
he's a really good baseball player, right?
Yeah.
You could probably be a better bowler than him.
Probably, yeah.
So who
probably.
cares that
Right,
he's better at
exactly.
baseball? You know, like
Yeah.
people just see this.
Or Derek Jeter, because I named my son after
Yeah, of
him.
course. So
Yeah, you know.
what's different is like I could go up to Derek Jeter and just have a normal conversation with
Sure.
him. Like, but some people can't do that. So I just
Yeah.
say like go to these events. You know, if you want to be a golfer, go to golf events.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a hunter, go to hunt events and talk to everybody there because
Yeah.
you're gonna meet somebody kind of thing. And if you want to be like an influencer on hunting and you don't go to the hunt expo, then you're never gonna do it. You know?
Well, you got to put yourself out there.
Yeah, it's like
you know
if
what I
you
mean?
want to be a professional golfer, you have to go to these PGA tournaments and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you got to get your
yeah.
you got to get your name out there. I mean, it's just like even like the videos of the dudes, you know, the guys that like Bob Does Sports and all those guys. You know,
Yeah.
they started making videos, and now they, you know, it's catchy. Everybody sees it,
Yeah.
and then they're the celebrities that people are asking to get pictures with.
Yeah, I'd go up to them and be like, "Hey, can I play around with you guys?
Sure.
Can I be
Yeah.
can I be on the TV?"
Yeah.
Like that's what you have to do because most of the time they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, actually, like it'd be a good click."
And a joke goes a long way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If you go, hey man, you know, like your video camera guy could be way better or
Yeah.
whatever. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? They laugh and
Yeah.
they, you know, first impressions are always good.
Yes, that's why that's my advice. So
That's good.
let's end it on some advice from you on anything.
So I'll do like relationship advice for me
Yeah.
because me and Jordan we've been together it's almost 10 years, and
Which is like 4 times longer than any of my relationships.
we don't let the little things bother you. If you sit there and you have the stuff bottled up inside, and if you know you dropped that cup twice today or whatever, you know, stuff like that, that just if there's little things that bother you, then clearly it's not right, you know. And you know, just that's really that's probably my best thing that I could say is don't let little things bother you, because if you do, then you're constantly going to be looking for something to fight about.
And I feel like that's what it'd be with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like at work.
That's kind of an overall thing. And if I could give one thing for life advice is the days are long, but the years are short.
It's good advice.
Yeah. So you gotta live it. And I mean, I learned that that really hit me after having a kid, you know, I mean, Ensley, I told you when we were going to have her, and she just had her 6th birthday,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that it feels like 6 months ago I told
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So the days are long, but the years are short.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then also I need you to delete that video of me playing that game.
Oh, the VR. I don't even have that. I think Jordan took that.
I found it somewhere.
Did you?
Like on an old phone or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
That's when I
That
used
was
to
a
drink.
long day for us.
Well, yeah.
It was
Oh
a
yeah.
long day. We went golfing, and then we ended up drinking in the garage.
Yeah, I think we're working on the bug and stuff. But
Mhm.
well, anyways, man, this is fun. See, it's not that hard, huh?
Yeah, not at all. I mean, I could talk for hours, dude.
Yeah. And now you gotta come back sometime. We'll find some more.
anytime.
Let's go golf and then we'll do one. And
Yeah, perfect.
but I don't drink anymore, so it's not as funny.
No, it doesn't matter. I won't drink either.
Nah, you're drinking.
No, I won't. No, I won't drink. I'll ride it with you, and then we can come back here and
Talking about some more stuff.
Yeah.
Some more A+ relationship advice
yeah, that's
from the single forever guy and then the guy that's married for 10 years.
yeah, just
2 perspectives.
yeah. I'm getting too old to be. Plus, you don't know if that's really a girl nowadays. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Let me tell you about. I'm gonna say this is what I've been working on this. I'm gonna say it.
You can take it off the record if you want to.
Yeah, it's at the end, so let's
Okay.
end it.
All right.
Technically, we're ending, but I'm gonna say this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so, dude, like dating apps are like shopping at Ross. Yeah. So like you go to I'm still recording this, by the way.
Oh, you
Put that back on, yeah.
Okay. I thought we were done.
No, this is gonna be clipped.
Okay.
And I might just show my buddies.
There you go.
So dating apps as a single guy nowadays is like shopping at Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to fucking go. You don't want to go. Like you see a Ross and you're like, I kind of need some things, but I don't want to go, right?
Yeah.
So you go into the Ross, and there's like a line, and you're like, fuck, I gotta contend with all these people
Yeah.
to get what I want. Same with dating sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go to the men's aisle, you're shopping through. Freaking too big, too
Yeah.
small, too many holes, wrong color.
Yeah.
You leave with nothing.
Right.
That's what a dating app is nowadays.
Yeah.
It's literally the same as shopping at Ross. and then if you buy something,
Mhm.
you want to take it back right away.
Yeah.
It's the same exact, so it's tough. I heard.
And to be, this is completely honest. Have never used a dating app.
Yeah,
Never downloaded one. Never did anything. So I don't even know what it's like
it's
out
not
there.
good.
You know, I've always kind of just been like introduced to people and stuff like that. Like I was introduced to Jordan, and I was with my ex for 5 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
That was like when I met you.
Also named Jordan.
Yeah, which spelled different though, dude,
Oh,
and
was
that's
it?
why I was like, this is cool because the first Jordan was AN, and then my Jordan now is YN. So it's like I was like, okay, I could justify that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't even want to date anybody. I didn't. I was out of a 5-year relationship. I was actually engaged to her. You know, and then what really was the reason why me and her broke up was it was actually her dad. And it wasn't like a bad thing. Her dad just came up to me, and one day we were at my sister Melinda's house. He came up to me and he goes, if she talked to me like that, the way she talks to you, I would have left her a long fucking time ago.
Oh, that's good.
He's like, dude, you'll always be my son, but you don't, you deserve better than my daughter.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's
And I
wild.
was like, oh shit. And then that kind of like settled in, and then I was just like, you know what, like fucking dude, he's right.
Yeah.
Like, why am I, what, I mean, but for the past, that last 2 years,
Yeah.
I was together with her for the family, for the dad mainly. Me and the dad.
That's the
were-
hardest part.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
homies, you know.
Yeah.
And then, so me and her broke up, and then it was probably 4 months. Me and Jordan first started talking it was right before Jen and David's wedding.
Oh, really?
Right before that, yeah, that was when we first started talking, and that was when I don't know if you remember, I had my trailer there, the stabbing cabin. I had the stabbing cabin there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was a party. So like when you came into
Oh,
like
at the wedding.
campground, yeah,
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
wedding,
yeah.
yeah. So that was like our first like actual like real legit time that we actually like spent like a weekend together or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I didn't want to date anybody. And then this person was like, hey, you know, I got this. I think you'll like her and everything like that. And she was over 21, which I was like, fucking, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they're over 21, because I'm not gonna I'm not going to Scandia anymore. You
Yeah.
know, like, fuck, dude. You know. And yeah, so I met her, and she was cool and everything, and very easy person.
Yeah.
Very easygoing, you know. Like we probably get in one argument a year, and it's the same as every couple. It's about money or something like that, you
Yeah.
know. And it's mainly my fault because I have, you know, I make bad financial decisions,
Yeah.
you know. And sometimes it puts us in a hole, and sometimes, you know, we benefit from it. But yeah, that's really it, dude. That's why I try not to get mad.
Yeah, I heard this thing the other day. It's like 80% of couples meet through friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck, friends?
Yeah,
Like,
you need to
this
get some
can't-
new friends
I
on you.
know, I need some new friends. I'm like, my friends can't be hooking me up with anybody? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
But I don't have a lot of friends nowadays, dude. Like when I was traveling so much
Mhm.
and like I'm always hunting,
yeah.
it's like you lose a lot of relationships.
For sure. I have I have 5 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have 5 people, and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and beg for a friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody stops talking to me, that's fine. I'm not going to be bugging you. I'm not going to be calling you, you know, like over and over and over and over and over again. It's cool. But I'm like, fuck, dude, if I like this person better, then fucking that person's out.
It's true. I mean, yeah,
You
definitely.
know.
If somebody's showing up,
Yeah, and not saying that like, oh, my friendship is superior or anything like that from them, but it's just I don't want bullshit, man. That's it. I don't want any bullshit. And
well, that's the same with like getting a girlfriend, right? So like she becomes your best friend, and everybody's like, "Oh, you left me for her." Be like, "Yeah, I like hanging out with her more
yeah,
than you," you know. So people don't think that.
right. And I mean, I try not to.
She's
Sorry,
she's calling you again.
No. It's Jennifer.
Damn, you're a slow ass texter, dude.
Well, I was texting with one finger, dude. Yeah, I mean, but that, I mean, new relationships, you always kind of give that time too, because they're, you know, it's that honeymoon stage and everybody wants to hang out together and
Yeah.
do stuff like that, you know, and I always respect that, you know,
Yeah.
that's cool. I don't, you know,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's fine. Everybody goes through their things and, you know, does all of that. Like my buddy Mike right now, he's hanging out with this couple that doesn't like me and Jordan. They don't like me and Jordan.
Well, that's not
And they don't like me and Jordan because their friends don't like me and Jordan because their friends are swingers,
Oh,
right? Their friends are swingers. So friends of friends of friends don't
Yeah.
like us. So when Mike started hanging out with them, it's like we got put on the back burner. And I was in Mike's wedding. You know what I mean? Like me and Mike, we've been friends for like 22 years or
fuck,
something
Mike?
like that. Yeah. It's just, but it's more of pleasing his wife because his wife is really good friends with the
Yeah.
with the chick, and but I'm not gonna, like, I haven't called him. I'm not gonna do that.
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, fucking remember me? Fuck that, dude. If you don't
Yeah.
want to talk to me, don't talk to me. You know?
Well, that's tough though. Is like when I go hunting for like 6 months, I'll come back in town and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm back.
Yeah.
Does everybody know I'm back?" You know?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I thought you moved." Like, no, I'm here.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
I mean, and it's good to take time for yourself, a little soul finding and stuff like that, dude. It's good.
Yeah, I gotta shoot some animals to find my soul. You know,
Hey, fucking everybody.
it's not
has their
about
thing.
it's not about the killing. It's about the adventure
Sure.
into it. That's why I like shed hunting so much. But yeah, we're just rambling on now.
What are those tan things right there? Is that shirts?
Uh-huh.
Sick.
Man, I just made those. You want one?
Sure.
I'll give you a shirt.
You got a large?
For going
For going what?
2 hours.
Fuck, dude. I could talk for hours, dude.
I know. That's why we need to save it for next time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get some clips, and I'm gonna clip that one of you and Jordan, so you can send it to her.
About what?
You talking about Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta send it to her. Sometime. All right, listen to it, guys.
All right.
We're out of here. Jeff will be back
Yeah.
at some
Anytime.
point. We might be talking golf here in a couple episodes.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be real cool.